Hey guys, how's it going? Adrian back with you for another video. So I want to quickly go over how I go about framing up a walkout basement. And so this is probably best case scenario because I got concrete walls going right through on both sides. So there's not a whole lot that can go wrong in this situation. Like there's no step downs. But so basically what I do, first I finish all the sills all the way around the house, tie the sill gasket, all that good stuff, bolt them down, and only then do I start on the back. So basically you get your plate down, you bolt that down nice and snug, and then basically run a chalk line from corner to corner, guitar string tight. Basically you want to make that string, that chalk line just about at its breaking point, so on longer spans there's no actual dip. And then basically once you've laid everything out, you just put the stud, bump it in, and in this case took off 3 inches for each one for the 2 top plates. It's very easy, very straightforward, and they're you don't depend on the concrete being perfectly flat because you're dealing with a straight line. So these studs will all be different, and that's why I don't really like building the wall and then just standing it up like a conventional outside wall, because no concrete is ever perfect, and this just gives you the best chance on getting the best result. You'll notice that these headers, I lost a plate on here on the top plate just because the grading height. That one's the same, obviously, same window. And that header is flush in the floor. Thankfully the joists go side to side there, so there'll be no hangers. Now to get the grade checkpoint, if there isn't a grade mark on this foundation, I go off the highest point of the finished floor, which is always the back of the garage. Obviously, when they finish this garage, the basement floor, they're going to slope this very slightly to the back in all directions to the drain. So the highest point for us is always the back garage. I go up 3 inches and I make that my finished grade. So I just measure, once I got that 3-inch point, I actually circle it here. You got a 3-inch mark there. Then I measure down from the top of the foundation wall and I make that the difference. And then from there I go up 83, and that's my door height. Now, these don't actually line up. This is one of the few occasions where they don't want the top of the windows and the door to line up. So that made it a bit easier. But another thing, what I like to do, once I mark all the chalk lined studs, I cut them all 3 inches less, obviously, and then I start framing. I don't just start standing and framing as I go. I do everything kind of systematically. So one, I'm not switching gears, but two, if I start standing, I could interfere that line a bit. So basically cut them all, take the line off, frame it all in, all the headers, all the drops, and then the top plate. Obviously, when it comes to the top plate, what I like to do, I don't like to mark the top plate in the air, but what I do is I grab these spacer straps you find in between the studs. These are like a roughing in guy's best friend. But I grab a bunch of these and I just stick them under there like that every 4 or 5 feet, and then I get my nice straight top plate, put it in, I just line it up, and then I square my marks across, and it's perfect. Then obviously just take these out, and now you got your top plate marked. Anything you can do on the ground, it's gonna be much easier, and you're probably gonna get a better result. After I have it all framed in, I put the Tyvek, and I just put like staple every, let's say, other stud, just to keep it tight out of the way. I'll finish framing the floor, and then I'll actually put the Tyvek up and then sheet this back wall from the outside of the back first floor. Anyways, guys, I thought that might be useful. Another thing, guys, top plates obviously use the straightest pieces you could possibly find, and as long as you use the straightest pieces, you'll find you have to put less braces. These ones are nice 16-foot straight ones, so I really only need one brace, and there's going to be a steel beam going in that pocket, so I just put that as a stiffener. This steel beam will actually be going in that wall all the way to that pocket. And then I have another steel beam teeing off there, going right here. So, okay guys, hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Take care and bye for now.